Hi there guys, it's the Spiderlord, and I have a video today that is part of a trilogy that I've been working on for a while. So let's get straight into it. The first video is why don't people like spiders? So in order to beat a fear or a dislike, we need to first understand it. We need to understand why people dislike or have a fear of spiders. Now, I've put quite a bit of time into thinking about this, and from my perspective there is no one real reason. Instead, the cause of arachnophobia is multifaceted, and this many-pronged approach is one of the reasons that people struggle to beat the fear. Include misinformation that is willfully spouted from multiple sources and an ignorance of real facts, and it becomes easy to understand why spiders are so reviled. There is not a creature in the animal kingdom that has a worse reputation that is less deserved. Before I begin properly, I want to make something very clear. I do not mean to diminish arachnophobia in any way. Like most phobias, it is irrational, but that makes it no less real and debilitating, and I understand that. It is something that can be overcome, however, and I have helped friends to do it. I had friends that would quite literally break out into a sweat at the mere sight of one of the pictures of my tarantulas, and they both now have collections of their own. I've helped people with exposure and handling sessions, and overwhelmingly people have been pleasantly surprised when they discover the truth about these unfairly maligned creatures. That's enough preamble, let's get on with the video. Number 1. Aesthetics. Put simply, spiders are visually the exact opposite of everything that we are predisposed to find appealing. Of course, there are people like me that break this genetic programming and do find spiders beautiful and cute, but for the most part, if you will forgive the term, normal people find spiders repulsive and not attractive. To understand why, we need to understand what the majority of people do find cute and appealing. Puppies. Everyone loves puppies. They have little bodies, dumpy little legs in proportion, big soulful eyes that take up most of their head, which again is kind of big compared to the rest of them. Everybody likes puppies. Kittens. Kittens are popular. Again, small bodies, biggish heads, adorable eyes, little paws and toe beans, furry little murder assassins in training. People like kittens. Spiders are not like kittens. They're hairy, not furry, jerky and unpredictable, and they don't have toe beans. Avicularia aside. Even things like hamsters, small little dumpy critters that everybody loves. Big bodies, small legs, the formula for cute. Spiders are completely different. They have great big gangly multi-jointed legs, beady eyes, which number 6 or 8, which even I would struggle to describe as soulful. They are not what most people would consider cute. Now the Japanese have a word for it, chibi. Now chibi actually means short, and it's a slang term, but the term has been universally adopted for that kind of tiny body, big head look. I'm not personally a fan, but as we've established, I'm a bit odd. So, why is this look that spiders, for the most part, do not have so universally appealing? For the answer to why people find this chibi, big head, small body, short limbs look appealing, you only need to look at a constant that is in the world, and it's something that we have all seen and many of us have had. Babies. Human babies. They have little bodies, big heads, and comparatively large eyes. Babies are designed to be appealing, or we are designed to find babies appealing, so that they are cooed over and nurtured, and those aesthetics carry over to baby animals and the chibi look. This inbuilt predisposition ensures the continuation of our race. Spiders, alas, for the most part, do not have those aesthetics. There are exceptions. The solsticids, or jumping spiders, are universally accepted as cute, even by people that don't like spiders. And when you think about a jumping spider's features, big head, well, cephothorax, big eyes, and small limbs. It's a chibi spider, and that is why they are the most accepted. From Lucas the spider character to the peacock spiders, Moratus, that everybody finds so great. Okay, mystery solved, planet saved, spiders adored. Well, not quite. The poor spider has more things arrayed against its profile. Number 2. Learned behaviour. We are an impressionable lot, mostly very open and susceptible to influence and trends. This is never more the case than it is when we are young and developing. As children, we imprint heavily off of our parents or other role model figures. Fears can easily be passed down through generations. After all, we trust our elders. If they act like something is dangerous, it must be dangerous. If we don't take the time to educate ourselves otherwise, then we will never change that perspective. Even when we grow up, we are still manipulated by outside sources that we trust. The media is one of the main ones. Be it TV programs, movies, or the common press, spiders are constantly portrayed as creepy, dangerous, sinister, and generally non-welcome, with the words invading being used so often that you'd think spiders were Vikings. Some spiders do have horns, to be fair. Of course, the truth is that they are immensely beneficial, of no threat to anyone, at least certainly not in this country. But then that doesn't sell newspapers, does it? Let's forgo the movies for now, which at least are pure fantasy and can be dismissed as such, although I do have a soft spot for eight-legged freaks. After all, spiders have long been used in these films in varying ways. My favourite is actually The Vampire's Assistant, which is not a good film, but has the utterly adorable Madame Octra in it. That'll be on my top list of movie spiders at some point. Anyway, bypassing films, I'm a celebrity. You can't see my fingers, but I am actually making bunny ear quotes at the words celebrity. A bunch of washed up has-beens instructed by their PR representatives to raise their profile by spending some time in the jungle. And I can tell you that in the past, some of my breeder friends have been approached by the production company to supply the invertebrates that would be abused on the show. And abused is the correct word. And I'm happy to say they all refused when told what show it was. Sadly, they did still get them from somewhere, so the challenges were able to commence. And thus, TV viewers are once again treated, or I'd rather say subjected, to reinforced negative impressioning and a stereotypical depiction of bugs and spiders, not only treated as something to be feared and reviled, but also injured, killed for the entertainment of the masses. David Attenborough would never let anything like that happen. In an ideal world, we would all watch nature documentaries. What can I say? Some men just want to see the world learn. So, that's two very good reasons behind the reputation that spiders get. That's about it, right? Well, no, there is another. 3. Inherited genetic instinct. We never used to have nice central heated homes. We used to live in huts or caves, and back then there were many dangers facing us as a species, and not just the lack of a Wi-Fi signal. Some people still face those same challenges today, sadly. What I'm talking about is survival, fight or flight. Like snakes and other natural dangers back in the day, spiders were likely a much greater threat than they are now, where A, all the continents are a lot further away from each other and we have natural geographic biodiversity, and B, we have all sorts of modern home comforts and protections. Thus, this primal fear is encoded and keyed into our very DNA. And most likely, those primal drives, the need to breed, the need for shelter, and the previously discussed proclivity to nurture babies, makes these animals anathema to us. We fear the unknown, we fear the strange, and it can be very, very difficult to overcome. This is something programmed into a genetic level, and it needs to be unlearned. But, and this is the important thing, it can be unlearned. This fear can be overcome, and I'm going to show you how. But that's for the next video. So, till next time, I've been the Spiderlord, and remember, chill out, it's just a spider.